Our company is based in Northern Ontario. We're a gold mining company, embarked on a very exciting expansion program. We'll produce this year 100,000 ounces of gold, and in the next 12 months move to a production rate of 200,000 ounces of gold. So we've got quite a dynamic expansion story that we have kicked off and are about halfway through. We're located about 6 hours north of Toronto. We're an underground gold mining operation in the historic town of Kirkland Lake, which this year celebrates its 100th year anniversary as a gold mining community. Our latest news is that we have completed our first quarter of production of 25,000 ounces of gold during the months of May, June, and July, which sets a record for the company. We are at an annualized rate of 100,000 ounces of gold that we expect to produce this year, between 100 and 110,000 ounces of gold. But the real exciting news is that commencing this spring, that's spring of 2012, so 6 months from now, we will be expanding our ore throughput from 700 to 1,300 tons of ore per day, which means a production rate of 180 to 200,000 ounces of gold. So we're lowering our costs per ton, lowering our cost per ounce, and on the way to becoming a very profitable gold mining company. We've just completed our 6th quarter of profitability, so we're on a sustained profitable basis. This year, if gold prices stay anywhere close to where we are today, we should be cash flowing over 60 to 70 million of Canadian dollars and earning profits somewhere in the area of 40 to 50 million dollars this year. Well, we're focused on expanding the production potential that we have at Kirkland Lake Gold. We started this project up some 8 years ago with minimal reserves and resources. We now have over 4 million ounces of reserves and resources, which is enough to support our production profile of 200,000 plus ounces per year for the next 15 to 20 years. So our goal really is centered on realizing the potential that we have in our camp. We've got a young workforce, very dynamic. We have a lot of training that we're committed to. And basically our focus is on taking that young workforce, committing them to become as productive as they can, and expanding the production that we have through the company's existing infrastructure. So the exciting news for us is that we are carrying out this expansion with relatively low CapEx expenses, and the money that we are investing we're generating from cash flow. Well, in the big picture, we think that we could ultimately be producing over 400,000 ounces of gold. We're not formally committed to that yet as a company. We're committed to what we call our Phase 2 expansion program, which has us going from our current levels of 100,000 ounces to 200,000 ounces. But beyond that, we have in the planning stages and under evaluation a Phase 3, which would take us close to the 300,000 ounce mark. And we have under study a Phase 4 behind that Phase 3, which would put us somewhere in the range of 350 to 400,000 ounces of gold. So we're very much focused on our one company project. The property position that we have under control in Northern Ontario is about 10 kilometers of length. So it's a very, very big property position and a very historic camp. So we're very pleased just to be focusing, concentrating on this one asset. My partner and I, from the beginning, committed to building a mining company in a politically safe place. The Canadian economy and the Canadian environment in general is very favorable to the mining industry. We will start to pay next year a tax rate of somewhere around 25%, which internationally speaking is a very low tax rate. That plus other incentives that the Ontario and federal government have put in place are very supportive of the mining industry, particularly the underground mining industry. So we're pleased to be located as we are in Northern Ontario. Who's on the management team? Well, myself and Harry Dobson, who founded the company, are chairman and CEO respectively. Our chief financial officer is John Thompson, and our chief operating officer is Mark Tessier. And Mark, of all of us, has spent the most time in Ontario in the gold mining industry, so he's quite able to lead the production expansion that we're undertaking, as he previously did a similar thing in Goldcorp's Red Lake project, which is one of the biggest mines in the world, and he oversaw production growth there from 60,000 ounces per year to 600,000 ounces per year. Our story is quite similar to the Red Lake story in that it's a new discovery in a historic mining camp, which completely revolutionized, if you will, and created a new chapter, quite dynamic chapter, in both camps' histories. Well, you learn sort of on the job, if you will. My background is I've been in the metals and mining industry my entire career, so that's some 30 years. We set out to build Kirkland Lake Gold because we thought we were going to be in an environment similar to the environment that I started off my career in, which was the 1970s, which was quite conducive to gold specifically and commodities in general. We felt that we were going to see a very strong gold market, which is unfolding as we speak and sit here in Zurich. And we felt that the timing of us building our gold production into the strength of the gold market would result in a very profitable company. And I think we're about 12 months away from seeing quite dynamic profits and cash flow come out of our company. And we're very excited about that. The mining business in North America is very exciting. It's quite something to see our company having come from 2 or 3 employees to its current status of 700-800 employees. Miners and underground people that work in conjunction with miners in an underground mining complex make good salaries. So it's nice to be presiding over an operation where people are paid well. They work hard, obviously, but it's an underground mining operation. We're mining between 3,000 feet below surface and 6,000 feet below surface, so it's a tough job, but the job pays very well in Canada, and we're very pleased to be able to offer employment to the people that we have, and they're able to earn this money in an environment that's fairly low cost, so their real wages are indeed quite high. So it's quite a bit of fun. I would say that our company is fairly valued based on the production levels that we are currently executing, which again is approximately 100,000 ounces, 100 to 110,000 ounces of gold per month. Over the next couple of years, our cash flow is going to grow quite dramatically. We're expecting 2 years from now to be cash flowing something on the order of $300 million plus if the gold price stays anywhere around here. And at those, based on the future production levels and the future cash flows and profitability levels, I think our share price will see a very nice appreciation. We have approximately 70 million shares issued and outstanding. We trade both on the alternative investment market in London and on the Toronto Stock Exchange as well.